다 감사하게 다 뒀다가 지기다 쓰는데 지기다 그 싸워대요. 부모랑이 주반집에 전부 전무실에 지고 다시 부모와 감사 미다야도 부모가错了 때문에 다와서 다시랑이 주반집에 예배 온게 될다 다시랑이 주반집에 보여.
So the Rinpoche has explained the kind of the attitude of the mind which establishes the true existence with respect to the person, the self of the person. Then this the root cause of these also lies the subtle nature of the subtle nature of the mind which establishes true existence of the mental and physical aggregate.
오늘 공사가 다음에 또 발라 주지 다음에 또 고르베스는 또 비첩스고 말해. 오늘 공사가 딩도 전에 공사가 다음에 오늘 또 그래. 오늘 풍부 딩도 또 전에는 오늘 풍부 다음에 또 그래. 군이 차라매 봐이자 가르토라 공부도 또 그래.
So it doesn't mean that the understanding of the selflessness of the person must be preceded by the understanding of the selflessness of the phenomena. Since the two are exactly the same, there's no difference as far as the subtlety of the emptiness is concerned. So whatever that one engages in meditation, so that one will be realized first.
지세 본문진 여바 대세들랑한제 여소야디 부부다든지 메제바까지 요요라 아니 만제 요레스 가자기든지 제전 가자기 다음에 홀로 또 차캔라 부부다든지 뇽도 지켜보고 요래다 이나도 시체를 저버치도 깨쳐야 알리고야 시장 매워다 이네 만제유스 만제유는 양 레레레니 지워인스 만제면 제보에는 나나 삼바제 나기인도 나도면도 다들라 레준이 하고 먹고 거사니 렌데 하고 현지는 나기부 용화했던 도 기와체 디바빵 사중제 마란순도 그래 데려 후다보다 제가 지금 이나 다 지어주면 되는지 그래 콜이 주투고 말해 다저게 오기제와디 거주래 레준의 마셴의지 있는 제고 용배체도 랑제 진팜 디바사 요조 창송체 고민이체는 고 강용용체는 디바 나조사니 저시면 매손으로 고야게 레사 그래 디레 인자 만제데 고야자와 인로도 되지 다오는 아주 디레다 나저 고야자와체 지기다티 고야자와체 다 고야자와 도버 제발라 만제데 도고래 만제도 고라 다음에 공고래 만제베 제바테다 나메버 도베 돈예 도베 로니 부팅 게너리 돈예 공고이는 나라지 메바 공데 버리 만제게 나라지 주반세데 거니 다 줘리 게와
So the as it was said in the quotation, as long as that one misconceives the aggregates, the mental and the physical aggregates, one from that then would misconceive the person. So therefore it shows the type of attitude that that one always sort of then wishes for happiness for oneself, and then for that person that he could have two different sort of characters. One is that he knows one is that he knows the details of the need to do accumulation of merit and also to do accumulation of purification. So then if he would engage in these, then it is possible that he might take a better migration, but still he is not completely liberated from the sickle of existence. And another type is that he because of that he does not have precise understanding of the law of karma. So on the basis of his attitude of grasping, he would then naturally engage a lot of unwholesome actions, and then this will then produce a lot of sufferings. So now the actual way of converting or eradicating this attitude of self-grasping is by engaging in the meditation on selflessness.
마지는 배차신 거야 되리 배차마신은 가보제리 공작엔 소이나 부수도 보지리 배차신 안에 내유 선충 매바니 대봉반에 너무 인 가사기 단쟁 유세하지 도배 유세하지 유대 하고 그래 노유 소유 셰유 조유 유지요래 나라서 배나 다른 소유인데 수수 내서 나라 나센서 수 강배 나라야 자라로 근으로 지어나 부모로 지자요나 지부도 지어나 들으선 지부 유지 내래는 지부도 상로 통구요라는데 셈기 통되기도 대주분집에 또 버려 무슨 또 되게 대용도 제부 삼도 대주부 인삼부지요 마임바 넘버 제베고는 징이요 마이 제부 마임바 마제바 제부랑 제야요 말이 또발라 저는 또 또발라 너무 대하게 제부 샤르돼야 돼 제부 던지 샤르마도 제부 코론 샤르 말이 제부 코론 샤와 있는 대바로 메준로 제부 계속나 심리 샤야돼 키누고 그러 기그 말와 제부자 사내 성능 샤디오 그러와.
So His Holiness says that there are a lot of details that one need to study precisely, and then all these different definitions could be understood. But then the type of object that comes to one's mind, there are many different types of objects. That one is the so-called appearing object to one's mind, and then another object is object to which one is very much attached to. And then for the first case, the object which appears to one's mind, then it is like that when you have left this morning from your house, then that you might have at your home certain objects like vases or like bells or like vajra, and then even when you are here, you have a very clear picture or image of that object at home, and but that is only a conception of the object that you have at home, like the bell, and it is that you have this like with an image, mental image of the object at home, the bell. And in the meantime, if somebody would then come to take this object away, you still continue to have this mental image of the object that you have had up to that point. So this mental object would remain in your state of mind.
또 또바디게 너의 유리 다티 지부 인이 삼부지요리 심들라 대신 유리 샤데야데 지부 말이 마님발라 인이 산데 셴고체데 대신 유스그리.
And then what appears to your mind, this image of the object bell, that is the appearing object. But then on the other hand, we have also the clinging sort of attitude towards that object, and that is another object of attachment or clinging towards the same object.
And then
His Honor says that the appearing object can be also explained in the context of the object which is being held by one's concept or mind. And then the object which is sort of to which that one feels being attracted to or cling to, that is can be explained in the context of being placed, one's consciousness being placed on that object. So when you have the object directly right in front of yourself, like the bell, and then you have a direct perception of the object, and in that case you don't have this adhering attitude to that object. This is completely missing in your state of mind. So then His Honor says that when we have to eradicate the self-grasping, then the object that we have to get rid of is the object to which that we have the sense of being attracted to. So that object of attraction, of clinging, that needs to be eradicated.
Today is a shenyu de la ta rangi truba nga nyabe shemba jiyo da nga zim nga zinde la nang yu yo mare nga de musu nang yu da shenyu nere dobe nang yu nga ge denji de yo de denji ge di mare kingo ne yin san be shemba de jonggo de de is a shenyu de banggo shenyu de bangwa jiyo la shenyu sun chung su je ne bena labu de musu de de ji yin zawa de dāngshā kōkāṃ rūgurē, tsāvā mātō dēdē gurē. Tēgā chōng sā sāvā sātīṃ dāngshā chōng bārē, chōng bā tāng dāng bē chī bārē. Tēgā yu kū bē shēng tsāvā dē mē bā zūyā dē lā rīpa tāng nē. Kō āndō mē dō tā mē bā dē tōng gōrē, kō mē bā tōng sōng kū shēng yu mē bā tōng sōng gōrē.
So His Holiness says that the thing that we need to get rid of with the now state of mind is this object of clinging attraction. This has got to be got rid of, and the image of the mental image that we have of the object will not have any obstructions. So this could be sort of left there. It will have no negative effect. And the way to eradicate is like when we, for example, uproot something from the earth, from the ground, like a vegetable, like a radish. If we pull it out completely from the ground, from the root, then it completely is eradicated. And in such a way that one has to make use of the reasonings in order to establish the absence of the inherent existence of this clinging to that object. So that is something that we should get rid of.
Kaza rangi meba gongja na rangi zhuban zema zeba bang tu yore tena rangi zhuban zeba danze gongde na kaza ge dame to be shere de bang sha ge men ro sam kunin ge du yi za ji shu qi wen ji ma mang zhu re ji ya shu qin ji nyam zhu re ten zhe zhen ge zhi dong.
So His Holiness says that what it is in the way that we have the sense of the true existence, independent existence of the object to which that we are attracted to, and this is done by way of meditation on the selflessness of the emptiness. So in that way that it's eradicated. But when we sort of then contemplate on the self-grasping attitude, then also that we might think that this could have certain impact of destroying that whatever that we understand of the selflessness of the person.
Kansa ge dame gongge yin tawa de yang da be tawa yin sa da me ba de riba yang da yo ribe te be de ngo be ne su re de gong ja ge yin de ji le la ngo song zu do be ne ju ngo song ji ne do ba ta me de pe ji yo dan ren lo shi yin sa ko la yang da be de me ba yin sa ko je de re me ba yin du ko sang lu dong ge ze gong sha ne ngo song zu do ju yo ma re ji dan ko ni che yo re dame gong na dan ze pong to re dan ze gong de dame.
So there's a big difference when you meditate on the selflessness of the object. Then since that you have can make use of the lot of the correct the reasonings to establish that it doesn't have any true existence, and then gradually that you could develop the proper the mental image of the object, and then gradually this will also be transformed into the direct perception of the object as selfless. And then on the other hand, if you think of the self-grasping, it cannot have any effect on the selflessness, understanding of the selflessness, because the self-grasping is some fabrication. It does not have any support of like the reasonings and so forth, and so therefore it cannot harm the understanding of the selflessness.
Dame to shere ke da me ba to gi da me ba de riba dan den ba ko lo long da ribe te ba mo be ne su le yode dan jing gen zin ya de lo br to ne ko ru da ne go ma mo bu le me de wi ze che br de yo re chung da chu zhe yin os ko mi den go ne cha ne me be ju de ga ze gong sha ne
So when you meditate on selflessness, then you do it with application of a lot of reasonings which actually accord with the true nature of the object which is being meditated on. And on the other hand, if you think of the self-grasping, it is only an exaggeration. It doesn't have any true existence, and so therefore it cannot have any side effects.
And then time is be chung to a young jumare. Chu ya go shane, chu jumbo ya go in the sub kuyungure. Tano go in a makam rugure mado, quia mendovere and yomare. Met you ya pasha, quia tame genbe, written not said miraton to a regio down. Tinegis go tame the page never in do, go in a combe toilet and medajo pai jumma to medajo, so tension joya yomare.
So His Holiness has given one example that when you would boil a water, it starts boiling. Then finally, what happens is that the water in the pot then will start to dry up through the heat, and there's no way to transform the water into fire. This is not possible. And on the other hand, if you would make a little fire, this little fire then can become very great fire. And that great fire then could destroy a lot of things. So these two examples stand for the type of meditation that we could do on the selflessness and on the self-grasping.
Tangarazo shine meken su donya gombe on to chen chi she alingela. So shine manu gongla.
So first that we have to be precise about the object of negation, something that doesn't have any existence by its nature or under its own power, or sort of not existing independently by itself. And so for that we have two possible approaches. And one is that without having achieved the calm abiding of the mind, and the other one is that having achieved calm abiding of the mind, one can meditate on selflessness. So there are two possible approaches that we can engage.
Yana Pumbudan Chik, Yana Pumbudan Kaga Yugu, China Tade Garundo Mene Mesonri, Yone Tenile Mandebari, Bena Chu Ganda Kaina Yana Tade, Yana Chi Yunguri. There is a Pumunga the Chik that Tade Gavando Dagori, Pumunga the Chik to Yuba Yinani, Da Pumunga, Rande, Kazaka Dadi, Chik, Nanganya, Maran Jembadi, Chile Yomada, Temez Pumunga Chi Yungu. 부모가 지기는 소원 듯이 늦게 강가를 지고 참여해. 다가든지 부모 나이는 뭐다 강보다 라바다 연라다 연라 망부요래. 뒤에대 지고 그래. 근데 상로도는 다 지기 되잖아요 말이. 다 부모도 지기다 말이와 다 최샤 상거리들 지다 주는 그래. 지제도 다 주서 지만 임바 다 줘 그래.
So suppose that we have not yet achieved the calm abiding of the mind, then because of that we don't have this powerful meditative stabilization, and through that we would then make a search for the self. Then we have to search within one's own state, like the firm aggregates, and then it has got to be either to be one with aggregates or to be different. It is got to be either one or the other. And then finally, if it is one, then we have 5 different aggregates, and it's also that likewise that we have to have 5 different selves with respect to 5 aggregates. But then this is not to be found. And so likewise, if one is to search for this self, in the body, like in the head and in all part of the body, one cannot find it. So that then sort of proves that it's not one with the aggregate, physical aggregates.
다 본보다 찌도면은 가가요 그래. 본보다 가가이는 야에 나데 가반도다. 조지 본보다 가가이는 알리 고니 왜 강라 샤 루바 주바 세아르바 조지 본보 강이바데 데 조르스 대가다 코니 가가지. 소되어 도면 땅요 손보데 가가지. 두시들 두시기 소도 조순 두시 세아르바 데 조르스 다데 제레 삼베 두시기 소도요. 대바 가가지. 부모가 어디 파파파 세는데 펜션이 있어. 부모가 줘서는 다 고된주고 대사고. 부모가 어디 세 사는 요말에. 된 잠지 콜라도 그래. 단도 사요 말다. 그걸로 자자병 알하는데 라도 괜찮지. 매바 동상도 그래. 되게 돈이도 용어.
So what happens is that if it is got to be separate with the five aggregates, and then one can, for example, prove that stage by stage, first with the form aggregate, then starting with the head, going through through all part of the body, and it's not it is separate from the form aggregate. So likewise, if one makes a search for the self with respect to three different type of feelings, the pleasant and an unpleasant neutral, is not to be found. It's to be separate from those different feelings. So likewise, the aggregate of recognition. So there are also 6 branches. So it's also got to be separate from those different 6 types of recognitions. So finally, then it's never to be found within these 5 aggregates. And then finally, one has the sense of completely being lost in a state of emptiness.
다들이 돈이 또 그래. 단도마도 바대요나 가잘 하디요나 가잘 내부 마중어래. 가잘들로라 샤동 야부 마중어래. 다 가잘이 야부 징이디요네 대체. 대거라 지도 도마가루도 매매 쳐버대 야부죠. 요나 지도 마가루도 마루사산이 매바데라 니바 야부지 좀 그래. 아니 본보다 지도 멜로디 야부지세. 도마 멜로 야부지세. 콘주 제바 지도 존 콜란도. 라디오 돈이 또 그래. 돈이 또 용주 아는 하면 저항하면도 순나 전부 사유 그냥 있는 배 때리냐 버려. 가한테 용고요래. 대공부래.
So what happened is that so through these investigations, then when one completes the 4 type of analyses or the investigations, then finally one has the sense of completely being lost into the emptiness. So at that point that one has generated the understanding of the emptiness, and so this will then induce a special kind of joy, like as though that one has found a great treasure from the ground. But that is a very rare case.
메스나 침무라 매나 나데라데 나멘도 산베 셰나용고 롭함고 동상들도 셰용고 대야고래 돈이도 용고.
And that is only in terms of a person who has a very great sort of merit, and then he would have the sense of having found a great treasure from the ground. But if someone who doesn't have that much accumulation of merit, then when he comes to understand emptiness for the first time, that he will be carried away by a very strong sense of fear. But that is also a good sign because of having achieved the understanding of the emptiness.
다나 알아서 도배 바다장에 가도 마가와샤 다니게마. 도배 바다바마 이메 랑원도 주변 가도 바가샤는 리그리 바 상그레디 먼저 돈이 마도 봐도 강한하와데 랑원도 주변 하샤와 마도 도배 바다바 가도 가가자는 형 두고요 말이. 심리샤 두고요 말이. 돈이 아버지 또 손이 제네 라지 주변 발라 차도 아니 나잠진도 대켄사진도 준도 아사 아니 제네 나데 도배 바다마도 라지 마루베 여바데 아니 요토네 소니 그레마도 돈야마도 공네 대매와이자 군이 첩지게 가네 야가요.
So the at the moment that whatever appears to one's mind, and whatever that we impute through our mind or through our concept, then we have the sense of establishing true existence, and we sense that we have not yet gained the understanding of the emptiness. But when we do, then through the experience that even the idea of I is totally sort of imputed by one's concept.
Yama Sireg Tatere, Jermuchi Tujin Yusa Chuding Sati. Kachu Son du Kedu Nozonja Suki Jermuchi Sona, Taje Jene. Kongo Tonya Dosonre. Kongo to the Mamendu, San Shenan Chambuchone, Shene, Lamsan Nazadus Temere. And then Sachi Yoimere, Nishine, Jermuchi is in it, and Jeremy to Nivujoya, Kutonia Doson, Gumachuyore.
So at the time of Rinpoche, that he was giving a lot of teachings at one time in a little monastery above where Sera monastery situates today, and there were a lot of disciples around to listen to the teaching, and among them was a great teacher, Nosan Gyatso. And when Rinpoche explained the emptiness, Shunyata, then he had gained the understanding of the emptiness, so that had caused him to generate certain fear of himself having completely sort of lost into emptiness. So he pulled sort of his robe, Dhamma robe, and that was seen by Rinpoche, and he was very pleased for the great progress he made.
Keru no zonja zu yuma be yang be keba chimbu. 동바니에도 베트루베 온추 침부 차버리 자 공부 수날 니래 요래 어저 루산 니제 온부이 진행 개론 주거도면서 라세라지 주도 내문시 단위 세기 진배 가자다 랑루이자바 리베카베트 다들 오만 침문 되거든 메남수도 주메 따랑강 Ranolo Naza Madoba, Telelos, Josie, Yumeter, Sevezimo, Nezo, Never, Sejini, Rano Susu, Toba Dazanshi, Tabazanshi Madob, Yeva Gajetamu Makena, Chesam Jeja, Nitsitavali, Jose Papa, Mever, Dagi, Kumus, and the Neo, Jerumuchige, Jinju Le Chunyo, Pesani, Bekeba Chimu, Memamungo, the main Reba and Raging, Jibutamba Insing, Tendele, Gajetamu K Matoba. 동네 된了법 라지 주변 잡아 전부지 랜로 동네 야부지 또 마토게 마무 중요해 근데 요 인상 공부 두수도 숨고요래 가자 참 단위 지기 진행도 가자 참 랑류 샤베 수수 도베 다자 랑그 로그 바 로드 위체네 가자지야서 어디바 오면베 리변고 디베 타르게 오면 전부 인세어 마도 라지 주변에 토세즈는 많이 가봐도 가야 요 말에 Tenebe Gajatam Makeva tos Tende Yumudu. Jose Odrube Niseve Tavaris, Tonia, the true Tangi getting Tonia Maimba, Tonia Niseve Tava. Rigidus, the Yimba Dago, the Yimba Kochus, then can she triva the Kong Coire. Tenesunyo, Janadatus, Kacham as a lingua menu, Tali, Tenere, Tanga Pechixia.
And the Laurent.
Tiushana.龙的马扎，这个把下有看起引不着，去给有看起，他人不的人，中西不人，没家人，没把叫呢，性格大，没把叫做高了，没学大，没把叫的对，你性格大了，都啥不起了头呢，学个家的，太码头做个，可能做个听个没多少代价选择了。按照修行嘛，自己听一下的，学的强，学家高，结果嘞，等你知道的也强过，他现在都是懂，可能你那边看没懂，俺做了一下，但俺过了一下上课，第一件事你做的性格你有，或者学到家人呢，啥那个人呢不来用的，不来用呢，俺去学的，这不是，去学性格嘛的，学了学不起了。
So there was a case of a lay person that who was once plowing his field, and then he was using certain animals we call zo. It's very powerful for plowing, And then one day that it stuck to a huge stone under the ground, so he couldn't then pull through. And then he was quite sort of upset, and then he sort of whipped the animals, and then by pulling, by the strength, that wooden thing for the ploughing is completely broken. So that has very much sort of upset him. So he left. He left the place and leaving the animals on the field, and went to Lhasa. And then there he became a monk and learned the practice of Je, the practice of the cutting off the bondage of the existence. And then through the practice of Je, that he was able to meditate on the bodhicitta, enlightened state of mind, and was offering his own flesh and blood as an offering to the spirits, gods and demons and so forth.
Then local party. Trabu China de Choton de Tsubucha, Meton, Meja, Guja Samis, Shivuchi, Jiba Junior. Jiba Junior, Duri Chenaton. Tandoi bed, Soja Chimbu Chunzani, Choga Pensam, then the cool land of money is on. Could be Satrabuji and Haj in the Rajaver. Tibeng Marwa, Te Duri Chimbu, and need my gauge. Touch a shower doing to against a good ass.
And then he was doing meditation in the southern part of Tibet in a cave, and then he began to receive a lot of serious indications, the dangers and the fears. And then he, at the beginning, that he recited some wrathful mantras of the deity, but they didn't help. And it started also, it kept sort of coming to him these indications. And then one day, that he heard a sound which says that you will be eaten within the next 7 days.
I shall do to the good nigger Sagiona, Tang and Hard on Kachan Chomendu Tele, the Ringola Joe without Don Sambachane. And Joe Coroniani, Soja Cheru, Cheru Shabudumba. Shabudunga, the Corombe, namely Ajan, my Uber, which you worry.
And then he thought, since that he has only 7 days to live, so that will not help him to just go on with the reciting of the mantra. Instead, he thought it would be much more helpful to engage in the practice of Je. So when the last day came, the 7th day came, that he had the feeling of being lifted into the space and then being thrown to the ground. So he had this kind of feeling.
Yeah, I can't do that. The Shane and Kumba Marong, the attend, not join Murwa. My usual never some that may somebody. Not on the lavery, Gajang at the lavery. Then never the Tonya Dovery. Then my maybe query, Massa, but I day, I can't know the Yomer could they say already true, but I made it so. Then should you take him, jumping in door. Girls on cheap that the chill day or I am, Tang Ham ever saw from Chin do Karina sound. And the never good day or young agitated Desha Kenza some. Tanti Zebe go to Yomari. Not read that again no year horror to Yomari. Tinishiniata, and the Tunyeto, Tanyag Matini, Tazang Matini, Tonya Dover. Sancho Shoge, Puguchunjuchi on the chat said there. Nature no jet with Totsamba Tolosha, Shabam Bugis, Manajun Chujun is. And
so what happened is that so when he had the feeling of being lifted into the space, that he was very much frightened. And then, but finally he was also happy, because he thought that through this throwing onto the ground, that this idea of the self is completely sort of destroyed. And so through that he realized the emptiness directly, and all these feelings were just illusions. And then so he sort of laid on the ground there, and then finally he felt something is still there. At first he thought that the self, the idea of self, is completely destroyed. But then finally he felt something is still there, and then he looked for it, but he couldn't find this very strong, powerful, forceful self, which used to be in his heart, this is completely gone. And so through that he had completely realized the emptiness. And then after a while there came a little child with a white dress, and he offered him prostrations and then asked him for his forgiveness for all the bad things he had done. And that child turned out to be one of the protectors called Nechung, and even told him that he would, from there on, he would help him to assist in every possible way.
And
then this little child with the white dress told him that if he would make an offering of torma, that he would then give all the possible assistance in his practice. And then the type of offering he made was a changbu, that is a little dough that needed being pressed through his 5 fingers. So that was offered to these protectors.
Then Nejong tell do imore. Nejong the lume misola sushen, the she never chill away, you get only token and you was arching with you yourself. Jig chili she. Memambuki Jinja can't a jack came on with you, and Konguyan with Yamato, the dog chill of a.
So what happened is this protector, he spread this talk to all the people around in the village, saying that in the cave is a great yogi, and so a lot of people came to see him, and then through that it was for him a kind of interference for his practice.
Then the Congo Gumbaji Yada, Nejunga, Socha Geneva, Sana Java Dingal Pensha, Gambe, Tawatu, Troll Sungsha. Takonga Chile do at the Sana Muneti Resha Samne. Chombo de Mayu, Chonga Chile Mus. Ankoran Jusa de Maju, a twin chimber. My Nejung, which you know that you can let Pacheche Yunser.
So then he thought for a moment. And then he found out that the serious indications that he had experienced while meditating in the cave, so those were the real assistance that this protector had given him. But after that, after having made offering of the torma, then whatever he had done was just out of ill motivation and wrong motivation. So he was quite upset, and then he left the torma, the changbu, and then he left the place.
Lama Jigga, Nejung Tango, Mama. Nejung ship, then Kuni Drogo. Yawachi. Tajuma Lama Digge Karina Tading and Shejudu. Tanji Itachi. Onji Shori. They all should have Nejung will call the Bache Matosun. And Nejung, the Gongo da Melam Nala, Russian de Kenji. Rinin Ruba drove with huge loss channel Ludoni. Nahalia Perisonchi, Milam Jori. Take a rest in the Nejung call a Drugotan, call a Yungu Yunju, Be Lamru Yunju, Bache Chene. Teach you in the Congo the only shoes had the Nejung Bachiga Masuzan, and the Huni, Chile Coma Nune, Chimbari Sachi, Loju Yung. That is shame of work. Direva Lama Jigge Sanye Chebale Conato do Netisibasat, Nejun Leo, Jen Conado do Cheba Pugiority. Somewhere the Nejun Gash Jenny, Takuba Manila Conado, common Zechus. So the Somewhere do the Lama de Soche shower. Then the Nejun is merely chule do what you mean the Secretary Shadach and that. Tenichi Yomari, Taku shows, and you only shows once. Lama Shine Kunidal, Kun the Mito Gilia, Joya such a person. Town got a jewels. The rich Jew America, Moshi de Shiju. Teres and the Tuyne. And George Wong and you all the total of this. Catch a Luju, that's when a tree shade, the removal. Tanda de Shea de Tony, Shine Mado, and get Tony Toma, Tony Jovich and the Gontong Ketchery. This one rich.
So the explanations what Rinpoche had given is for those who have not yet achieved the karma abiding of the mind, and in what sort of meditation they should engage to first to find out the object of negation. So after that, when one is being introduced to the nature of mind, the state of mind, then this should be done with the based on calm abiding of the mind. So that should be used to introduce oneself to the actual nature of the mind. So so His Holiness explained just a brief reference to the different type of the reasonings that one can apply to eradicate the inherent existence of the object. And then the other possible approach is that is the second approach, which is based on the calm abiding of the mind. So one needs to cultivate these first, and then after having achieved the mental and physical appliancy, then one should look for this object of negation. So what happens is that an example to be used here is in a very clear lake. Then there are many little fishes inside, and when they move in the water, they never shake the water. So without shaking the water, they just move about in this very clear lake. So in the similar way, that while remaining in a very clear meditative stabilization, one maintains powerful mindfulness. Same time that one applies the power of the wisdom, which is the insight, and then tries to check on this idea of self, this grasping attitude, and then when one sort of over applies this analytical wisdom, then you should slightly make it little strong, and in such a way, in a very skillful way, then you should make a search for the self.
Jibu Ranjin Zamburtas, Tamushibe, Gumba Pu, Jibu Ranjin Zamburtas, Gunken Jibu Tiger Ranjin to Kadire, Zamburtas, Sudan Zamba Zamba Sabe, Dirwa, Pazambu, Pun Zamba Seadrago, Be Lemba Meba, Be Toba Jambu Gundash Wajeva. Take a what is it? Or the ne Talu de la Ne Suda, Penandiro, Jibu Ranjin, Nanga, Shine Gunken. Tanda Tony Gonke, Nagi Ranjin to Kandej, Nezu Kande Negado, Lola Kande Hongudu. Odi Zazo Tane. Talolan hired Ranjin to a Nonguri. Ranjin to a Nongu, Nani, and Pumudaji to Matane, Digre. Oh, the Ranjin to an Hoyade, Kanen Howard, and Pumunga Sobatanga, she will have a teleton and Howari. Teinza, Dajiliten and Howari. Then Pomoraji to a Nori, Yamari. Pomoraji to a Medu Samago. Young Pomoraji to a Tata, Dajil and the Taba, Tobe, Harda Sangri, Tabata drew to Tomata. Tobo made Megan to Shijiva, Shinga Pumbola me in the Shijiva. Dole Sumba Trizet, Shirta. all that the negative means that that's on Gishayagi, Petusea, Kayun, the Tsuno, somebody which are going.
So then one should, using that analytical wisdom, one should make a search for this self, and then try to find out the actual nature, the way it appears to one's mind, and then what appears to one's mind is the true existence of that self which appears to one's mind, and then gradually one can also make a search of this self with respect to the mental and the physical aggregates, whether it is one with those aggregates or separate, or whether with respect to the different bases of the designation, one should look for this self, and then using also in the investigation, using the name, the label, and imputations in such a way that you maintain the search for the self.
다시 다요 도만 초바지 리 파르나가 시다바 장마인베 나라시 주바요 말이 대연나서 되는 제고요. 신내를 냠버자 생마요 이제도 시력이 제로들라 지부 강주 뇌베 처리 소야 돼. 너 되는 데로 지부 강사 강하셔야 돼. 내리 고루루 소나라 치 도스마고 이제 지부 강주 뇌 지야다 많이 권도요. 그래. 강주 사초 매롱 나카 남시 주래 자자 지부 승엔들 강주 뒤에 공부로 지부 나가 스타바레 다 노르든 류다 셈니리 류가 지부 말에 스미아리 지부 말에 가사 말에 나 말에 류디 나 말에 스미데 나 말에 류신이 초바야 나 말에 류신이 초도 나이나 파다정레마도 랑어디 말에 강주르에 지부 말에 사 랑거 류지 사이 칸도 나 말에 추나 말에 맹아 말에 롱아 말에 남시나 말에 나카나 말에 사세야데 샤리 샤더르바 추세야데 타당 추세 맨세야데 저 롱세야데 우 남시세야데 사지게 셈 나가세야데 카다 나다데 이공 동바유베 동샤데 나가스 그래 어다 강주 뇌발 때는 지부다고 다다가 나je 다제 제로 전주로 소단 자세 다마인수 다네 르바 차마인수 소양가 말이 짜야 말이 세모야 말이 르고야 말이 차양가 말이 너무 배경만 이나서 너무 도양가 말이 배경가 말이 추세야 말이 나야 말이 다네 샤던 무메데 샤양가 말이 무나양가 말이 로chen 다전 다마이 나주 다전 다마이 전주도 시라서 시자요 다네 치사제마이 저던 롱야 다마이 보감마이 나고도 나시 주죠 다마이 시지부 다가한테 나한테다 류신지 강 주바라 소바 사회 차양 마인바 추이 강 차라 소바 시외 차양 마인바 손노 지원의 강티지 바지 매이 강 저기 차양 다마인바 류지 롱강 탐제가 나오는 장주에 양식유의 랑신기 대한 지부 마인바 류지 고동수 보관하지 지부만 단디 사초 매롱 미게 나버 시발라서 어딘데서 제니 차시에 강가 송요 다들이 저고 말이면서 다나지 차시에 강가를 세는 디야가 말이 당강강하냐 베랑신 유튜브 가디 가반도 도스 팀메도스 팀메바 베레리 장우디 팀메베 동상 메가들 냠르샤니 시럽디게 동상 메가디고 야다가 나지 수다마이 다니 소소 주데마이 세 오마주보기 시트세 상도나 주다마이 소다마이 두시다마이 두제다 나시다마이 세야도다 아니 부모가지 어다가 나지 강주우지 어디는 차시에 강강한 걸로 살로돈 다지 마무지하네 신에게 공을 자는 많이 제도 되는 차시에 수도니 봐 시력이 다지 제거래 수로 좀 뭐고 다 조서서요 말이 류기 차시 가대죠
So the using one's by remaining in the meditation of the calm abiding of the mind, one should make use of this analytical wisdom, the insight, to search for the self with respect to the different elements in one's body, like the 6 elements: the water, the earth, water, fire, wind, and then space and consciousness. And to establish, like it is said in Shantideva's Guide for the Bodhisattvas, he says that to establish that each of those different things, like what you find in the body, like the teeth and then hair, and the blood and pus and flame, sweating and heat and pores, and all the part of the body, each of those are not the self. And then finally, so when you establish it's not to be found in all of the one's body, then you remain in that meditation of the emptiness. So that is the non-affirming negative of being able to establish the true existence of the self within one's body.
Ta pumbunga pupena ali mambu yore de pumbunga le chajana pumbunga da mainza ta da ranshin juba chi yona pumbunga le jemba yona da kola najuta shijuchita yomaria duje yin shoji mari duje sunbe cheni jisoji jewa gaba neba be yendu juro gawas jiso cheni jisoji de pumbunga le yore ma do pumbunga le log da ron de yoshingo mari 어디 내게 리바나도 타야버려 또네 보면 주발에 손배 가르스에 게디 폼보다는 디치데 몸에 다자 몸무주 다니 제스뉴도 제란 주바 신지 로면 주르스 폼보다 이나 폼보 몸부 요는지 다 몸부 요 그래 다 제스 주바 주르 그래 폼보 제스 주바를 세로 대 리바 보면 주 시세부 요 데네 담배 전주도 소야다 강가 다 폼부 차시 줄류지 차시 생기 차시 몸부 치네 This is in the Dama in Batjane, Gajab, Rajidu, Loli Janetish, Sheriff, Shijing, Zene, the Chanel and Yamber Jabe, and Taju to Shaboris, Taju in the Maniba Erjun and Colin Jugun Riche, young Chevijan, Paruja Taju, Koron Cheve, Jengi, Saint Yuju Padarjane, Tajek Trojan, Shanjan Sarvachi Juris, that they do shabby.
So,
Tagi. 주공전이 다지마 신의 것은 주공전이 주공급에 내착이 정비대 현장 지역으로 실행이 되어 다 대응원이 제와제와서 제도지 좀 현장 지공주요래서
So what happened is that through the repeated sort of use of this analytical wisdom, the insight in search for this self, then at the end of each of these analytical meditation, one also does the concentrative, stabilizing meditation. So this could then induce sort of a new or fresh pliancy of the physical and mental pliancy as a result of having gone through this process of analytical and stabilizing meditations.
다든지 제바 제원도 다음에 랑 강사가 다음에 또 그러봐 또네 제바 제고 야이 제바 지기 때문에 세루 누구래 제공제네 배 신에게 배 냠을 냐주게 거니 싫어게 제공 지기 다 제도지 정배 류현장 심현장이 되어 다기 신에 들에 셰스 류현장 다 나je 야 류현장이 되어 지지요 대치 손은 다동 더 그래.
So even after the realization of the selflessness, still there is the need to use the analytical wisdom and insight. Then gradually this will even induce in stronger sort of way the physical and the mental pliancy. And when that happens, then one has activated the true insight.
냐자가 가는 zu도요 마도 동상미와 리바 메바나바나 벤타조 차르지요 가바 메바 세신 리바임 체바 메바 벤 주베 스미 뜨바 메바 당신 zem바임 벤 셴유 벤 단데르바 주다 초바 체원 마라 소바 다 남정레 마시아 미망고 소바를 마체버레 체원시아데 꾸베지를 증가 마무드라와를 증가 제버레 증도지를 증가 스그마레 대가 나제 나세 신나 마부여발 나세세어레 bomba number ride ma da na se chingwa jin xin da kan xin xin da chen da le ne la su ngo na ka da da pe na ro ro da wa da so bal da na ro ke pe ma ngu ji ti ma pa ji she yo ro ma ji wa de khun ji lo tu ma re.
So there are many examples of the object with respect to an assembly, like a people. When we speak of the people, and doesn't refer to one single object but many together. Also, like a rosary. When we refer to the rosary, then in the rosary you find many beads being then strung to one single string. And then likewise, that when we use the forest, it doesn't mean that one single tree growing somewhere, but a lot of trees then growing in one place. So likewise, that we find many similar type of examples of objects which consist of many different parts.
Marvagi Gurnala Nisun Yorno Sharcho Kongen Ram to Chi Jimiti Chimbu Kadinchi Jishuni Chiva Mevato Sintubanilla Parsinches Turn to the Nyomer Homutus Kosum Mata Monsunje Miku Truba the Natures Tatoniela Truba Chuma Chosia Jeva Zomazu Tengazo Kabure 용주 가보래. 저번 전에 제가 저번 전에 준비 된줄 호함해봐도 최단자 라지 좀 동반이부터 산로 동백고도 된중도 동반이 수수 바 지루지수 샤르기 연에 수수 나와가라 돈을 제가 맞어 버려. 어디지 송로.
So the Mabala one. Marba Mabiswand.
Mare Mabesmodinde Shacho Kongenado Jimmy Chimbuka Jishuni Jiwa Mevatos Mejiba Simotani Jichuni Jiwa Mevatoni Dojunson Sintomanila Parzinches the Simrang Simgi Rangunelu de Sintomatit Belam Sambe Pasindo Buji Lebe Jubuchen Jones turned out over the Julian Motus Chutan Juba and Jevata Sing Yoman Motus Yadi Kaluge Chajachimutuares.
So here in a song by great translator teacher Jermabra, he said that he went to the bank of the river Ganges in India, and then there he met his master Matripa, and so what happened is that he had gained the complete understanding of the nature of the mind, emptiness. So that was what it contains in the song of the Marba. And so what Rinpoche is saying that when you through this meditation, when you gradually sort of gain more and more understanding in this direction, but if you would see the emptiness on the one hand and the dependent arising on the other, if you find these two separate from one another, that means still that we have not completed the analysis. We have to apply still more effectively until these two become one nature.
Keru Sanje Ishige Sunti de Goyor. Keru Sanje Ishide Jenda Mendaji Sanje Mori. Kola Keru Sanje Ishige Juguya de Insia Yomare. Keru Sanje Bejan Sanchujing Lamatire. Kosunji Poran Yagawa, Sekungi June, Kosunji Poran Yagawa Remato Shema Yomare. Tere Inza Nisunguyore. Dagi Giveshinya Taji Chemba Maimba, Imber Trapa Tabu Maimbas. Taji Chimba Maimbalea, Taji Chimba, Taji Chimba, Tarisan Lamaso, Siviore, Tidabo member, Dona Tumbe Taji Chimba, Asuyore. Sanje Ishi Shoji Shagani Shedango Bas, that Sanje Ishi Shedi never soon there. Dona Dagivishi, Dona Tumbe Taji, Sanje Ishi Shagani. Tandi Suyore. Kashanado, Zebo Yunrina, 대단 주인 신을 되면서 샤르가도 리버 슈발라 지진야버 주버 에마호 수아 시치 지부들이 공샤나도 zemba 용리 나스데 남도세 도바르와 심라강 샤르와데 도베 다장 임바데 샤르투나 나도 zemba 용리나 대단 주인 진신라 모두가 루이도 차용하기 차이주고요레스 대인사 오만주바데 타니데바 탑스주바도 더단데바 터중주르바데 대니나이 관계 미시바 대나도 로벨랑에 슈스 바데데스나 대에도나 데레스
아니 노님들
나
노님들 so the I think you should
제도지 정배 신내게 정배 하통지 돈이 도배 하통지 그러와 대인사 줘봐 제네 라제 매바 도배 하통 되게 공매가라 라제 유튜브 타닌사야 매바 도배 다장 임바디 샤기요 도배 다장 샤용도 벨로라 강 샤로 도배 다장도 샤용고요레 대인사 강샤나도 잡아 용리나 도다 취지인라 취인신 되면서 강이 맞아 도배 다종의 샤용나 더다마 마루바의 샤용이요.
So the through using this analytical insight, the wisdom, then if everything sort of appears to one's mind, that one in the sense that everything is sort of imputed by the mind and by the concept. So when this sort of thing arises in one's mind, then the ultimate nature is already beginning to appear to one's mind.
다들 동반이 지도 산 제가 제고 아용의 상거래의 제고래. 동반이 또 요새 양주 마랑용 단위야데 튼데도요. 되지데 가제 되지 가신 가제 자자바데 매바 또 차르래데 가제 되지데 로르샤. 일본라면에 일본라고 되지 샤야 여러봐. 대가나 되지데야 산 티베 매바디야 다지시는 제 쥐베 되지드니 공 줘도지 좀 이제 사통도 현재 마토가 봐도 공과 대토네 아니 사통 토버리.
So his Holiness said that even if that one has already gained understanding of the emptiness, still there is the need to maintain the analysis through many different sessions and always sort of maintaining the mental image of the object, and such as like the horn of a rabbit doesn't actually exist, but one can at least keep on having such a mental image of an object and then try to maintain that until it induces the physical and the mental appliancy, and at that time the actual insight is activated.
다들 말아서 용준의 하정게 가보래. 가야 거리에서는 돈이 또베 돈이 무슨도 도고요 말에데 돈이 또베 사통 정보 사통공 사통 냥자도 공원에 니 제도야 랑용배고도 미기수 통 나에 자투와 나이 지수와 라수와 용무주고 유도가 나와들 판도 스타베고도 정말로 랑원의 마주밖에 잡아디니 거래. 공벌 제비제 냥자 공벌 제비제 제도서 미시라서 초주사 미게나시 나나지 류게나시 이지나시다 주데 다나시 주레메바 초주고 유도베술라 소바수다 제르르자 추다제바 근데로지 샤용구요네 대수의 시산바 다지 제바고 아니 다네 뎀버 제데노 베 텔 뎀버 농구요 뎀버 노와티 베 뎀버 마루바 임바 또 소부도 소와다 멜람다 추나게 나왔다부터 소녀다고 어디네 임바 어디 샤이고는 대중군의 수샤고요. So this sort of meditation or analysis should be maintained, and even when one is no longer in the meditation analysis, and even in the subsequent times, that one should always remember or maintain the powerful mindfulness that whatever appears to one's eye and whatever that one comes to whatever possible objects would appear to the six different type of consciousness,
that we should maintain the lack of true existence of all of those different objects.
That Tenjung be Nansu de Shidu, Tomba Yen Neba Chirndo. Tomba Nyegebe, Tonsu de Rangi Mesu de Shena, Tenjung Julisu, Jajeg Naja Teva, Neba Chirndo. Kuni Jiru Jili Shargor, Tenju Dawajimon, Tony Tosun, the Lendel Ziju Chirndo. Lendel Ziru Chow Naja, Tomba Nyebe, Rangi Meba, Neba Chirndo. In a to do Tandobe, Tony Lebe.
So the more you develop the understanding of the dependent arising, then the better you can understand of the emptiness. The more you understand of the emptiness, the better that you can understand of the dependent arising. So these two then help help each other to induce the other. And then in this way, that when you bring better understanding of these two aspects, then that you will have even better, preciser understanding of the law of karma. But still the analysis is not completed. You have to maintain still.
Tenchi Majeba, Yon Togumari, Jerumuchiga Tonya, Jeva Zoba, the Yonsaze, Yinson Yore, Sudan. Jeva Zoba turned de Nina Son Yore. Carsere. Lanzuna Suntala. No attended Ho Mabatan. Tumba Kellen Tev, Guani. She said Susan Noah, they said Tadon Toba Gumatoba Mays. No attention to what you led you to the sword, who am ever Tetan, Tumba Kellen Tev, Guasia, Tumba Sia Chutajibe, Rangan Maruba, Guani, Kaka Nogunduna, Toba Gumazo the man said. Now she renewed me by teacher to Tende Miluton was some ending she using the Guishinas. Now she take home name. Tension Ribajo, Julian Ribucci, so some look quarter regime about some because the regime returned to shit who can do, then it's Jeva Zobares. This is Ali Yunju Kaburedine, Sayo Marmolo Jonani, Palanto, Sanji Jerry, Sanji or the Palanto, Palamato Gone, then you Jeva Zogurua. In a Tonya Lemibi, Latonji do Tevachim, Jolam Tober.
So the point that where one actually completes the analysis on the emptiness is a very difficult point. And even in case of Rinpoche, that it took him a long time to complete the analysis on emptiness, and he made it very clear. And in the short text, which contains the three principles of the path, the renunciation, the bodhicitta, and right understanding, he says that when one comes to understand just by seeing a fruit or result of a cause, then it's being produced by the cause, and instantly have the understanding of the lack of true existence. And then that point, that one is completed the analysis of the emptiness. So one just one measurement that when one actually can complete this analysis on the subject of selflessness.
Oman Jubale Tijichu na Taje Tona ya Tonya Dali Rodu George. Demani Sorange Memuchi to the Taba Mai Cheva Mesori. Tatu Tunda Tumba Tenjo Tumbe to Sunguyori. Ten Zangazola Chajo, Tonya Mato can the Chaya Yomari. Molu Chuna Tuba Yeshi, no Judan de Butebaka. Musa Legion de Musamejo Legion de Mejo Sunguyori. Karsandi Ranger Mela Tivago, Lamentation de Jung, Mini Chin Rangent and Zen Tago Chione, Pajonaji Ledu, Jungun Dada Tejubas. Ranger may be turned over Druja Teva de Tenjun. Then it was from Juve. Ranger may by Tendi in Bichericha. Ramon Druba made Julian de Vujuishers. Tenji Vaju in Bicheris, Druja Teva Tere, Omonos. That was how Shaman Sube. Rangi meba Tumbe Tuan la Makriche, Denrugu Tuan Suki. Since the Yao Rangi, Rangi Maru no Julin do Junim Materis. Jundi Ive Jusenja Rangi Trus. Kunda Rangatsiya Maju, Yang Rangatsiya Tugu, the Rangatsiya Maru, the Junim Materis. Chesante, Trota Umazuge, Rangi Meba Tobe Tap, Yodo, Medo Tenjung Tundi. Rangi Mela Tribo, good lame tension Junkisa. Mini Chin Rangitan Zena, Tenjung meet around Lieutenant Ever Rangitan Zenguna, and had due to boy Morris. Dabu Chiondi, that tell be Chio de Latine, Tony to better Carchet on Boris. Tony to better you to Medo, Tenjung me Corbett, Rangi to Jonzella K on Sadita, to call it over the Medo Asone. That do to Boris. Dabu Chio in the Pacho Naji later bring Jongon Data Tijiba. Cheji to be Lamson the third one can it tell us the Pacho, Papa Nachi Duberchip in Jongon, Tenda and Treva, Toba John then the children two Jibe, Tabtumbanella Shuagi, Toshi Karte on Gores. To that in the that is shed. Toya Maricun, Potoya, Yomari, that goes Yana, Tumba Tenju to the Tenju Tumbe to the Shartuna, Yashitire Sunruch.
So the point that we need to bring about is that through our own meditation, that we should be able to bring these 2 points together. On the one hand, the emptiness, understanding of the emptiness. On the other, the understanding of the interdependent origination. If these two then stand side by side, supporting each other in the meditation, then that is one of the aims of meditation.
You may shine Tala Jonin, Tade Ume Ribe Tsunuji, Tanzamite Taji Jiji, Tsushin Jubi, Yambi Shiroch, Diento Luru Jabranzus, Shine the Tachi, Shaya, Sing Mayuagi Tachi. That till journey and it Tsuno Jige, and it says at Ongunga, Tash and the Rike and the Dali Seva Zuruvicana, Shine the Tari. And Tadishani, Tsunjike and Jovanoje, Shine Tala Musion to Ribe Ribe and Tarete Taveri Suneji, Tanzin Mide, Tanzin Sudu, Tata Chetani, Mide, the Shigni, Tumani Toyagi, Jedoji Sudrom Shelter, Telepon shows, Shineto Sani, Tony Jobachil. Tela Jobachel, then Jeter, Jedoji Jumble Lucy, Shenjoji de Tosuna, Hadon Tobares, Tony Limi, Tony Label, Hadon Toba, Tony Limi, Gunjun Chiba. Tebachimbi Solan Jolan Trudo Pio Sumudi Dunyamre. Shinela Gunjung Mito Yomari.
So it is said that by using the calm abiding of the mind as like a horse that one can sort of mount on, and then using the sharpness of the weapon, which refers to the analytical, the wisdom, the insight, and then through that all the extremes or all the different extremes should be removed of the object, and then finally inducing the physical and the mental appliancy induced by this insight, and at that point one attains to the stage of the heat or the warmth of the part of preparation.
That is
So this is something very difficult to explain, to understand.
Joba Chelo Tunian, the Rishavana, Joba Shineg, Yamaraja, Jimbegani Chena, and Hatung to that Yoris, and Simodea Sinjigi, Chaji Chimudrichi, the Yoris. The Yoris, such a long dragon, long Aginibat Samadule or Maris. Jolanda Matule or Marua.
So what happened is that there are still a lot of things to be learned, such as like the different stages, the 5 different stages. The first one being the part of accumulation, and part of preparation, and part of seeing, and part of meditation, and part of normal learning. And to know these, that one has to do a lot of studies on this subject. And so the actually that where we have arrived now is the point that we have only arrived in the second state, that is part of preparation. We have achieved the insight induced by the mental plane, physical and the mental plane C, and one has only attained the second stage from the 5. But so the type of the will or the desire or the expectation that we have is that to follow the part of the secret mantra, and without having to follow the paramitiyana, because that will take a lot of time, having to accumulate for 3 countless aeons. So instead that we are trying to follow this part of the secret mantra, and when we finish the completion stage, then we also be able to induce this powerful states of mind. So actually that we have found the swift path, which is the part of the secret mantra. But what is actually absent is the time. The time for the practice is very little that we have. So even that one hopes to attain the complete stability of the generation stage, then one has to do it with 4 sessions a day, and in such a way that then one can attain this stability within about a year, and then one is entitled to practice in order to achieve the calm abiding of the mind. So the way to do this actually precisely the meditation on the generation stage is 4 sessions a day, and in that way the first session should be complete by the time when the sun rises. Then you should have already finished the first session, and then the second session have to be finished before the midday, and then the third one is to be completed before the sun setting, and then the one after that. So thus we have to maintain these 4 sessions a day, in such a way that one has to meditate on the generation stage. But it's difficult that one would find time for that. But then also that we have the possibilities to meditate on the completion stage, and also that we could meditate on the inconceivable stage of the Tantra, and we can also meditate on the transference of the consciousness. So whenever that we do this sort of things, a lot of imprints will be accumulated by those meditations.
Denjo ta nenjo ma niga chonere ma jone chigre chile nyale ya hoja ha de uzu je dona gunja bale ha du chewa de pen chigres la be rubere ngas chene kuni denjo gi saju nala la be ruba so yores ha dongres
so the whether one is able to practice Vajrayogini and Chakrasambhara together, or whether one could sort of concentrate on one single deity like Chakrasambhara. One of the most powerful practices is to the recitation of the mantra, and it is said that just by reciting the mantra one can achieve the highest aims.
Chimadaba kaji shinga le sona sangjubu jeba sinjige tangjubu je toba shitag nyushu jires.
So through the power of the practice, if one is able to get to the land of the Dakinis, then it is very easy for one to attain full enlightenment of the Buddha, and also it's a very a powerful position from there to benefit the sentient beings.
And doji jege le runje ton so na chuge ba she shiya da deba chimbu shiya bi ton da chimbu yin so ne the challenge is and de to ne du jin de to ya bu yore so.
If one is able to do a little retreat of Vajravarava, it is said to be very powerful for clearing all type of obstacles and interferences, and also it's a powerful purification. So if one is able to recite a little sadhana of Vajravarava, it is very good.
Then they call the drama that shouldn't do ina chile nyorbo chindi jibali jo twenje nguru ze druta nyebu jenda mira jihores.
And then in addition to that, if one is able to practice the Tara, it's also very good, because it's very easy to practice, and also through that one can eradicate a lot of dangers, a lot of fears of this life.
Dito sona ani ya chewachima de ringan zimbe ta shintinde na lesa ta kangala yore bati yorumen kong chile ge sayinsa yabushira yores.
Since the Tara is a deity of the different activities, so it is very powerful to practice that, and that this would make it possible to take rebirth in one of those pure realms of Buddha.
The
one of the main reasons that why we are not able to receive so much blessings is that we do not have very firm kind of faith and confidence.
Sani Zidamani Ongu or Ali Dambu, Sanga Yane on Tutu, Monoya Wuya, Temba Nukalas Tayachi Ori, Mami Shikalas Sayachi Oris, Mami Gonzo, Margaret Chimika Shavichordon, Tema Zondu, Sevu Shuji Wuri, Shikalakala. Tevanajan Sanji Temba de Nukalas Sevu, Tembachi Tajiori.
So it only says that one should sort of put into practice as much as possible. And it is said that when the teaching of the Buddha would come to an end, then it especially sort of in a very forceful way would be flourishing. And like a butter lamp, when it's almost done, would be dying, then it becomes very clear. So shortly before it finishes.
Temba Nuka Saya the Kares and Shamalagi Temba the Imbaris.
So this time that it was said that when the Buddha's teachings would specially flourish, that refers to the land of the Shambhala.
Shamalagi Temba Taya Tene, Penchambani Ishigi, Shambhala Lami Siata, Penchin Shambalagi Dapu de Chirema. And
the great Panchen Rinpoches then used to be the great lamas who have very close connection with the land of Shambhala, and also they have written the guidebooks for the ones that would like to get to that land. And at the time of the great Panchen Temenyima, then there was enthronement of a king, of a Rinden, And at that time the Panchen Rinpoche actually went to that country and took him 7 days to get back.
Ride sa Shambhala ki jevuri. Ride nishisanga mato yomari.
And the readings are all the kings of that country, and they're all together only 25 readings coming in succession.
Tani ride mangaba peshi zoro menro nishisani bari mangaba imbayu, zaniba imbayu.
So at the present, the 22nd king, the 22nd, the Jelbo or the king of that country, which is called the Mangapa, the unceasing king.
Pade debe nima ride chindole pedu, Shambhala la ride chindole nganjeda pinduga yinso ne jada shida do, chiba chiga tren subyo chiga yinso shabchi chi, pedu kura zo nga chiru ku chiru zongbe kura mangu, hayi wii shokson. Kura mangu tara jini tansori zongne. Tashile mune maaje tijalun pa sadun dhari muyori. Hodima pevare.
So when this great Panchen left for the land of Shambhala to offer a kada to the new king, then he went with many officials, with many assistants.
Panchen Rinpoche zuchu nangare mato, takaze nganzo ta shani Shambhala leji kayu, Shambhala ke tala kongri ke koyori, kongri nanglo tsoyori. Te nanglo la Shambhala de la, penman dama nashi, pendar je ke sala, tsotan kongri ke je yori. Ji tata ridengi chungchiri jekab dire. Chungba pendar reri tola, jekab chuni yori, jekab kuchu kudu yori.
So what is the so it's actually sort of quite impossible to get for an ordinary being to that place, and the whole country is surrounded by snow mountains and many different lakes. It has the shape of a lotus flower with 8 petals, and then in the center is in the very center of that is the palace of the king, and that was surrounded by 99 little countries.
Tinba pendu de tangchil pa pedu, ani tashlim kuda kanga, tashin taju tongne juma simba penshin pyo ni hele pene ni nari rije pike lale azashi. Koronsu june latsile sedu pata tu sa pike jelo tong pa pe mingi jonse rimari chile pan jezi ma tu ma chungwa chi su logu chungwa re kudasu. Lo yung. Penshin rupu chin jeka shunne tenya meza sangwa che kusang shu yu saka che gore.
So what happened is so many high officials of Tashi Lambo monastery have followed the Panchen Rinpoche, but then what happened is that when went after him, so the Panchen Rinpoche with one assistant, they went sort of very fast over a pass of a mountain, and then they couldn't sort of catch after them, and finally most of the attendants have to return to Tashi Lambo monastery, and they have said that Panchen Rinpoche was in a retreat, doing a retreat.
Panchen Rinpoche Shambhala le pe ni, ani shavchi le chiba ni yuju, kong porang le pe sondu, andi wa mema yindu batine yuazan shavchi she ne shivta manu bari, gugu uchi deva yimbari. Ani Panchen Rinpoche maa pe paru la ya, shi chi luma korang gulma tu ni shindung chi, paru chi tatu tata nrevu shira chi yodo, nrevu chi to ni ku ama luwari.
So when Panchen Rinpoche got to the palace of the Shambhala king, then he left his assistant there at the door with the horse, and then he went into the palace. And then his assistant was very much terrified by the place environment, and he sort of didn't dare to look around. There were many non-human spirits walking about in the palace garden, and then there was a lot of fruit trees. And then at one time that he picked one fruit and then put it in his pocket.
So in 7
days they were all back in Panchen Rinpoche was back in the monastery, Tashi Lambo. And then what happened is this fruit his assistant brought with him from Shambhala, land of Shambhala, then produced very good smells. So that fruit was actually could be seen until 1959. It has the size of one cubit long. Huge fruit. It is one of the myrobalan fruits. So actually it was said that this fruit was kept in a little pillar, and so everybody would go there and then make an offering of kathas and so forth. But actually it was found in a little box, kept in a little box.
Long do chang pong kar bu chi trashlen bo lamring sung chu le pe du ani ma ja arna ji ja ga dong ro na sung ni ani trashlen bo chong ja ko ra so dam ja kha shi gam na le to yu de ni chima ma sang sa chima ya bu do sa ni tru du so ro ko ba na le ru ye be su ro chi rin tong chong ji do.
So when Judge Pamukha was in Tachilimbo, that he said that he would like to take a look to this fruit, Myrobalan fruit, and then so in a great ceremony they opened the box and then they took it out, and it has the length of about 1 cubit, and it was dry, and then one could hear something inside. If you would check it, something's moving inside this fruit.
Gelong yang du nyama chigla yao Thubten ja sukundun la tsepoda la drubai ani nga lu chi khal ma du koran pangu samare karsa yege ji chue rengu de ju sha ge do sho sa ya chi ko zalin ro ge che she ni chen ji ma ni je ge ma je ba de pa de chen ji ge che she song ni ma lo yu bui da sha cha ri la ma sha cha ri nga ni lo len da ri la ma ya bu ji and
that was witnessed by a friend, by a classmate of Kyabje Rinpoche, Tejin Troko. He was from Kongbo, and so they were ordained at the same time, and at the same place in the palace, the Potala Palace by His Holiness Thubten Dhargye Ling, and same age. So then he was able to witness of this great fruit at the time of the visit of Judge Pamukha in Tsem. So when His Holiness met his friend, so they went on talking all night long about these things. And then there was another, the same type of fruit of Myrobalan fruit, something that was being used by Milarepa, and that was also about the same size, about 1 cubit.
제가 아르나비에 대한 주준 아르도도 주인 배치 말에 텐데지 튼디요. 다 내가 나중에 계지 쇼를 용 샴발라게 내려. 다 대주고 리덴데 라마론도를 무시래.
And then the king next to that, the unceasing sort of the great king of Shambhala, is the next one is an emanation of a great Tibetan saint called Longdol.
Longdol lamar mucha mai sanje sarwa, chanshusima chiharwa.
So actually, Lama Longdol Rinpoche is a fully enlightened being, and his emanation of great bodhisattva called Chupak. And the his assistant is called Abutak. And so that was the in former time that was great bodhisattva Tatungu.
Lama Longdol Rinpoche Sonshu Nangde Sonshu Dwe Shira Gabu Yabushu Nangrava Yawaji Nam Desha. There's a marin Yawati chance. Jim Shoya Shibu Yomari, Nato to June, don't Chochi.
So when when great Longdol, when he used to give teachings, he was very strict, and he always had just near him, he always kept a little stick. So when something went wrong, then he didn't smile very much. So he was always very serious when he gave teachings.
리덴기 대 공지어치면 리덴 나야 인자 다들 바셔다 아유며 고마도치 임버리 펜션 무시군들이야 셰치야 돈은 아래 상등지 상로동야 된다지 된 루번 누가 메두가 카나로 나스 슈가 동을.
So when he before he passed away, then he sent an assistant to visit Panchen Rinpoche and told him that he had one sort of one wish in him, and please then check whether my wish is going to be fulfilled or not.
And Panchen Rinpoche kalentela tana rumu da churan la bares min gengo nyoba tsala a song sho lab sho a song bai bare kuzer min gengo nyoba tsago ya za jang shamba la ge yebu che ke nyoba che bar bu ko odi song yo.
And then he got a message back and saying that that whether that your wish is going to be fulfilled or not is fully in your own hand. But then, but that you are old, but with very great desire, and that is reference that he wished to become a king of Shambhala.
Longduru bishe sombo na la Shambhala ki korla shebe minge namjang chi yong. Tena la Shambhala riden je yu pojang, te so la gyongo chingo lo lang, te so la kontu sombo shi, zhongqir, je chen su dang, dao sombo cheba jonga la gyongo on chajen yu lu dang, teba Shambhala ki be lo yu jeba song yor.
So actually you find in the works of this great saint, Longdo, a very nice description of Shambhala.
Yerubuchige sumbung tu su pepela sungni par shinla par kujo mara kongni kanumas ku chuba cheni kene Shambhala la yerubuchige sumbung be chenye jongsa sha sung yore.
So actually before the complete works of Lama Tsongkhapa were printed in the wooden blocks, it was already distributed in the land of Shambhala.
Sanje temba nokha darasya de Shambhala ge temba yin sung yore.
So that is why it is said before that the Buddha's teaching then would completely cease, then it will greatly sort of flourish for a certain time. So this refers to the land of Shambhala.
There is some chance to change the Hudabada Chet Chegureti to so Kore Jengi, thing is a jewel Kabures, cheering the temple toba Kabure, in Jimmy Hage Lamjila Lower, cheering towards Sigijan Shachun Zorin Gongsho. Where Yangangalia Bacha Yashu, Mambana, Shambhala Chigure, to do it, Church, Drillam to Chochobe, Bacha Tiki Pengare soon, or Londu soon, Deori.
So Longdo Rinpoche told in those days, he taught to his disciples that it's difficult to develop powerful samadhis, this meditative stabilization, and it's also difficult to bring about great realizations from the side of the generation and the completion stages. But whatever that you could meditate, then you should do it, because this will leave imprint to take a rebirth in the land of Shambhala.
There is something as a shin Jiro Chene, Chichema Tone, Shambhala, Yoburu Chile Chika Jiro Chene, Chijuma de la Sanjigri.
So even if that we would follow these practices, and that would make it possible for us to take a rebirth, not as a king but as a servant in that country, then that is also very good, because then if we do that, then in about 2 lives that we could get full enlightenment.
Today sonza charanzo shine adu minru chekale jadene rodon rugumare sangdu ne ine magon sime. Ta na yin chachin zo chen min chimu da gu ne chachin to su da ga lu gu chachin shuo yi che chachin ga ri sen shuo ji me wo ji hai do lu gu chachin shuo yi se ge ji do sen ne shuo ji me wo ji shen ni shuo yin pe ge shu se kang wa na sha yo ji ni.
So His Holiness says that you can meditate, you can try to achieve calm abiding of the mind, but whether you are actually going to have success with that, it is another matter, it is a different matter. And also that you have received the explanations on the Mahamudra with respect to Tantra and with respect to Sutra, but if somebody would come to ask you what type of teachings that you have received, then maybe you will have to say, I can't describe it anymore.
Tama Marisa, Lama de Shed Chefs and the Nazuko Menducci. Okay, machine Google solutions.
Or you might have to say that although I have received some teachings, but I haven't understood it, or that the Guru was not able to explain it precisely.
As Tsem say, yeah, Tony Kyabje Gulu de Doz the Shingrava, Shambana Toto Gong, Pacha Risha, and the song Hangiana, which is ya, Tijigina, Pacha Javere, Marazo Gong Jan, Toba Jolly Jenny, Salandria, the Kaure, Tinet in the Gicheva Jayundu, and the Casing Seba. Chinda Beji Gio Mama Pacha, Tembu Chigdachun Tore, Yakazin Luju Shemba, Tizi Jamanzu Pacha Shiraja Sare, and George Mayawu Yongure.
So that was only a joke. And then, so you should try to put into practice as much as possible, and especially the tantric practice. And then, because the example Rinpoche had given of this this layperson Pelche, from a very little amount of imprint from the past, what a great result he had achieved. So when we compare to that, then the amount of imprint that we have left through the practice and through having listened to the teaching is very great, and so that would definitely have very good results in the next lives.
Dali Chaching Tini Tobe Sundachiri, Sheti, Nyate, Toyo Mari, Gugia Mari, Tasani, Zetamani, Tomo Dome on your, Tomo Mambo Luigi on your. Luigi on Shunani, Lamenejo Chachin Dover, Mangu Yomari, Shukun the good Sun Yori, Chunjuchi.
So that was the a rough, sort of brief explanatory commentary on the subject of Mahamudra. And then tomorrow His Holiness will give the initiation of Tarachitamani. So there are two different types of initiations. One is the common one, the common initiation of the Tarachitamani, and the other one is the initiation into the body mandala of the deity of Tara. And then for that you have to recite the text of Guru Yoga, which is only 3 little pages.
On Shunyan Sola, Lameke on Gore. Sandu, Jije, Deminjo, Tindeke Onjin Shumanuna, Zidaman Kajuma Shusayoma, the Kajuma Onjin Gudu, Kunyan Suchibare.
So one of the foundations that you have to have in order to receive this empowerment is that you must have already received one of the great initiations, such as like the Goya Samaja or Chakra Sambara or Vajravarava. It has the same sort of foundation like in the case of Vajrayogini. You must have already received one of the great initiations.
Soju Sani Chusu Nibal Sumbal Soto Chibi. They were Shogun Hazan Sagri.
And His Holiness will give this initiation tomorrow in the afternoon at 3 o'clock.
Chusu Dumba Truba Dumba Jevatindil Sadugre.
So it will be finished around 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the evening.
No, you wouldn't cheat.
Right.
No, you wouldn't sit on money cheated.
And then after that, His Holiness will give a commentary on the practice of Tarachitamani.
Chi Shunanim, Lamenejo Dita, Shemba Kelen Chi Le Kelen, Lerunji Kelen Wari, Kadu de Vina.
So the commitment for taking the commentary is that you have to keep on reciting, practicing the Guru Yoga of Tarachitamani, and then in addition to that, you will have to do a retreat sometime after. And if possible, you can recite the sadhana of Tarachitamani every day. And it's not sort of obligation, but if it is possible, you might make a special offering to Tara on every sort of 8th of the month. And so this will then help to fulfill all of the wholesome wishes that we have, and will keep sort of one free from illness and so forth.
That in the matter. Yeah.
Sanje shindo mite
Drogananda Shila
Sho Yedang Guru Rana Mandana Kani Gewa